Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Why I don't hard sell my products. Now, every now and then, I get somebody and they'll do it in a paragraph. They want me to explain to them why they should buy my product. And the last person who did that, I said, I don't give a fuck if you don't buy my product. Now, it would seem stupid for a businessman to do that. You losing some money. Everybody is a good customer and everything. But see, it depends. It depends. I want y'all to think about something. Really sit down and think about it. How many of y'all have seen a Rolls Royce commercial? I ain't think so. How many people have seen a Porsche commercial? I ain't think so. Hell, you barely see a BMW commercial. You'll see a Mercedes commercial, which has got me thinking. But when you talk about like some of those more expensive type of cars, or you get those real high-end sports cars, you ain't seeing nay commercial. Yeah, I'm going to put in that Virginia thing. You seeing nay commercial. Think about it. Like anything, if you think about when you talk about shit that go up in value, you don't see anything with it. And see, that's part of my marketing thing. It's not necessarily the price, but how I'm pushing it. Now, here's the thing. I've talked about the different languages when they talk about my products. This is something I peeped when I first came out with my book, Nice Guys and Players and then Sexual Chemistry. I didn't have to hard sell my books to guys who are already like players, already good with women. I ain't had that. It was easy. Some of them, I've had cats. You could just kind of get their vibe that they were okay with the women. They'll just see the book, look at it real quick, and put down some money. Wouldn't even say anything to them. I've literally had that happen a few times. But they saw the value in it. I mean, one was because they spoke the same language. But the other thing was they understood what they were getting. See, I don't hard sell because if I got a hard sell, and I know this just from sales, not even book sales. I get into why I'll say that, not just book sales, but my experience has been if you got hard sell something, that person ain't interested anyway, nor would they use it, and it's like, what's the point? And I give you an example why I say that. Now, y'all know I've had 1,000 jobs. I used to work at a gym. I've done sales at a couple of gyms. And what I've noticed is when I get that person who already walks in, they know they want a gym. They know they want to work out. I would close a sale in about 10 minutes. And that 10 minutes, most of it wasn't even like extolling the virtues of the club. Where I worked, you can take people on a tour for if it's an extremely big club, they got like tennis courts, swimming pools, all of that. Yeah, it might take maybe 10 minutes, but it don't take that long. Why? Because they already value the people who come in who know they want their gym. They already value it. They wouldn't have came through if they didn't want to buy something. But then what I found was you get those people who somebody might say, hey, why don't you try out the gym? They ain't really big on working out. They don't want to do that, right? So they come through. You got to convince them. Now, they the ones who got the health issues that they probably need to be in the gym. They're the ones. It ain't you. They the ones that somebody need to, they need to rush in there and they need to put whatever they can down, also get a personal trainer. But those are the hardest sales. The people, what I found with gym sales, the people who are hardest to sell needed it the most. And I was just like, after a while, I'd just say, oh, okay, you have a nice day now. I wouldn't hard sell them. Because after a while, yeah, at first I would be trying to convince them, but look, See, if you here's the key. This is a mindset for anybody, and I don't care what it is you're selling. If they looking for something, because first of all, they looking for something if they even there. If you got to convince them what you have, they don't need it. And then once you convince them, I ain't convincing somebody for a little bit of money. I'm getting a little bit of a royalty off of it. So I'm not going to convince them or they want you to tell them and stuff. And I'm like, hold up. I got plenty of people who know I got a Porsche. I'm giving them a Porsche. They just got to say, can they afford that Porsche? You know, people, you know, I got the Rolls Royce. You know, do I have to convince this person that they need to buy a Rolls Royce? I mean, there's very few people out there who wouldn't get that like high-end car if they thought they could afford it. Like I said, the whole thing is, do you have to hard sell? Do you see Rolls Royce commercials? Or how often do a person even pass by a Rolls Royce dealership? In fact, to the point I don't even know if they got regular dealerships. They might. Yeah, when you see people pushing one, you know they got it from somewhere. They probably just gotta just put them in. I don't even know what the protocol would be. That's how deep it is. That's how much we don't know. I hope somebody can come on here and say, hey, you know, I dealt with that before. This is it. This is it. I'm gonna pin that comment. I will pin that comment. But the whole point is, my thing is this. Well, I personally don't hard sell them. Now, I reference the books, of course. I reference the books. And I do, I don't even hard sell my private sites or anything. I just say, hey, this is what I offer at that site. But I'm not going to sit and convince you, because y'all notice I never say, hey, you know, I need those donations or anything like that. Because my thing is, I'm giving out a product. I'm giving a knowledge that's life-changing. And if I have to convince, if somebody can't, or if they not already of the mindset that they can see that already, I don't have anything to do with it. I can't. Look, if I'm it's like this. If I'm a person that's selling high-end cars, if I'm a person selling Rolls Royces, Porsches, and stuff like that, I'm not gonna have somebody who could probably have to get some economy car from one of those hood buy here, pay here places that, you know, the value of this Rolls Royce. That's crazy. That's like somebody who know that they would have to go to one of those places in the hood like that. Going into like that Rolls Royce dealership, talking about, well, convince me why I should get this. And the salesman looking at him like, convince me you can even afford it. You know? And that's what I'm looking at. That's the mindset. That's the mindset. Like anybody who's dealt with high-end anything, you know, they don't hard sell it. When you go in some of these like a really high-end stores. Like I was in the mall, a couple, Towson Town Center. Y'all know people in the Baltimore area know I'll walk through there every now and then. Speaking of which, I got to catch up with somebody. You know I'll go through there, right? You know, and anybody know they got a Burberry there. Burberry store. They be sitting in there just chilling sometimes, but they don't be like looking at people, hey, you come on in here. You come on in there. They'll say, do you need help? Boom. They don't say, hey, you should get this shirt right here. They be like, let us know when you need some. They don't try to say, hey, get this hookup right here. Because it's Burberry. You know? And if you don't know who Burberry is, all right. I ain't even putting a link. It'd be useless to try to tell you. So, you know, so that's how I'm looking at my shit. You know, that's how I'm looking at it. That's our own hard selling. I don't need to. You know, if all you need to do is watch the videos and stuff, I'm good with that. But I'm not going to convince. I ain't going to spend the time and energy to convince one person why they should. You know, been selling the same joint for 20 years. And the body of work speaks for itself. So, you know, that's how I got to be. That's my mindset. I'm on some elitist shit. You know, I got the $300 shirts, $900 pants, the $300 like t-shirts. So if you're gonna come in, first you gotta be able to afford it, understand it. But I don't have to sell it to you. All I had to do is like ring you up and give it to you. So anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.